All right, we're in the home stretch here. My last thing that I had was measure 74, orchestra enters with pad chords, or chords as I wrote. Um, right, and then 79 to the end, fleshing out the orchestra on the rising riff. Now, if I remember correctly, um, we just finished up doing this beat where the chief is in a tense shootout with this guy over here. So, boo boo boo, Gilles, the hero, shoots the bad guy. And then we get to measure 72. And I said the horn melody starts at 72, and I said 74 because I want just the horns and then the orchestra to sort of sneak in. After that, if I remember right, Gilles kind of shouts at the plan, like, you take this guy, I'll take that guy, and then we fade out, and that's the end of the scene. So let's take a look at what I've got thus far from my map from when I cracked all of these scenes. Here we go. I'm going to go back a little bit, and I'm also going to turn off the click. Here we go, pressing C, click off.
Tanner, you and Kit take McGowan. I got her.
Okay, so I wrote a riff down here, but it looks like it's not either not playing or I didn't save the recording of it. So, all right, well, I've got something to go off of. Maybe I like the riff, maybe I don't. We'll see. First thing that I noticed, I'm doing a pre-roll, and I know that I said I was going to do the end of the scene, but honestly, I'm noticing now that the moment he shouts cap is getting a little obscured by the orchestra. I'm just curious. Let's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it, and then at this point, after the downbeat of measure 69, I'm going to solo the video audio so that I just won't hear the orchestra play on the and of two on the measure 69. Let's take a look.
Cap!
Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. We'll see. I can always remove. You can always remove it later, right? All right, moving on. That's where the orchestra will come in. Okay. Great. Let's start my cycle at 74. I'm gonna do kind of what I did before. I'm scrolling down. Here's my piano, and I want to figure out the harmonies for this. This is because this is I can actually do something a little tonal here. Okay, so I know that this is I gotta the E flat minor is implied here, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna like add things to it because it's just the horn on its own. So, but the orchestra will sneak in on this D flat. Oh, you know what? What if I do B flat minor 7? Right, so instead of doing my subdominant as D flat, the 4 chord, I'm going to do a B minor 7, so subdominant 2 chord. And then that way I can kind of sneak in the B flat that in my Shelley answer. That right there will ought to fit. And also, he said also and had nothing to follow up with. Maybe if I do B flat minor 7 to D, just kind and then on 77 I'll move to D flat there. So before I go through and, you know, record strings doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play those chords starting at 74 here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tanner. You and Kit take me down. I got her.
All right, I just kind of kept going on with the piano. Let's take a listen to that again. Start at the beginning of the phrase. Here we go. I'm turning off the. I'm going to mute it because I Okay, so I'm basically going. I'm going to record strings, maybe some brass, just very warm chords, maybe a little synth in there as well, through from 74 through 79. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cycle markers going there. Great. And this is going to kind of sneak in, so I'll really want this because it's a little softer. I'm going to go ahead and go for my BBC Symphony Orchestra ones. They're really expressive and just a little softer than my East-West ones, which is fine in this case because it is a softer moment. I'm not going to have it up against like all these crazy electronics and everything, but I love that sound. Let's try it out. Oop. I want to make sure my click is on. 1, 2, 3, and D flat. Cool. Alright. No Shelly have a melody, so I'm not going to bother with that, but I am going to, let's get these violas in there. So I'm going to have it do the third of each of these chords of the B flat minor and the D flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, these strings are fun to play. I love the BBC Symphony Orchestra. Let's go. Let's start on the. You know what? I'm just gonna hang out on an A flat on my violin too. Cool. All right, and then we'll do. Anything I'm missing here? I'll just do, and I'll hang out on an F on my first violins here. Cool. All right. Let's take a listen to all of that together, starting from the solo horn. Oh, you know what? And I'm just going to mute the piano because now that I've sounded out my harmonies, I don't really need to hear it anymore. All right. Okay. Awesome. Now, I think that's. Is that all I want? Let's do just a little of the low tuba. How about? I'll do my BBCSO. Here we go. Oop. Started from the E flat minor. Here I go. Cool. And maybe I can do a little bit with trombones. So if I do solo trombones. Too loud. Let's do. I'll do just one. Maybe I'll do like. I'm just gonna double the tuba here. Here. Okay, now. Okay, I want to do one more thing. I need to add a little bit of a synthetic element, some sort of. I think I'm gonna go back to my old standby, the Moog, however you want to call it. Passionate Hornswells. It's a really, again, this is an analog sound I just really like. Real simple. Barely touching those keys. Yeah, look at that velocity. That is how much is that? That's probably like velocity of 2 out of 127. And I want to make sure to do the same thing here. That's going to be a real almost nothing. So let's compare. So this is with it. All right, without it. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's taking away from the strings. It's just boosting them a little bit. You know what I am gonna do? I am gonna turn it down just slightly. It's very hot. Because again, you know, I love the sound of the BBC Symphony Orchestra stuff. It's just I got to go through and do leveling on all of them, I think, just to make it a little more equal. So, oh, that would be why it's. Why are my horn swells at 2 dB? Let's go the opposite way. We'll have it at minus 2, a little over 2 dB. Okay, what is up? I got some sort of thing. Is this? Why is that happening? So I don't really know why that's happening, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write in a little automation. So clicking W for write automation, start it before. I'm going to turn this down to here. Stop that, and hopefully now it's going to read that automation. Okay, thought that would work, but it doesn't. That's okay. Unlearn CC7. That's probably what's doing it. I think CC7 is what's coming from my keyboard. And I got kind of a wonky volume slider on that. So I'm going to go ahead and push it down to here. That should fix that. There we go. Great. Now, let's do the end here. I had sort of improvised a little kind of almost a march, very determined, because take a listen to what he says here.
Tanner, you and Kit take McGowan. I got her.
Okay. So yeah, I want to build it up because he runs outside and the car chase is about to start. So they're getting ready. So I had written this bit, this bump, this sort of Phrygian thing. And it looks like it didn't stick. So let's make this a trombone thing. Let's see what happens. What this sounds like. Might be too much to do the 4 trombones. Let's try just the 1. Not quite sure yet. Let's use this rhythm instead. The 1 3 and 3 and 1 3 and 2 3 and 1 3 and 2 3 and 1 3 and 2 3 and. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this because it's fine. I can probably write something just as good now. Dum dunka dum dunka dum daka dum daka like a. Let's try that out. Something like that. I think that sounds kind of good.
Tanner, you and Kit take me down.
One more time.
Tanner, you and Kit take me down. I got her.
I did something different the first time, and I did something different the second time. Let's have it. Dun, 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 dun. So it'll always go dun 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 dun. Second time dun 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 dun. Third time dun 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 dun. Yeah. So we got kind of a Phrygian diminished thing going on here. No, I'm not closing, I'm saving. All right, let's get this. I'm gonna write that out so I can keep track of it. Layer 2 for this first measure. Did a low, didn't I? Rest. Now I'll go to layer 1. Rest. Oh, what did I do there? I don't even know. Oh. That's why. It's almost a little bit of a halftime feel here. There's my tritone for the diminished. We'll end on that tritone for the out. To be continued. There's more to come, right? We're not going to resolve at the end there. Ooh, love it tuba. Maybe I'll go up the octave first. For the end, so it's really big. Here we go.
Tanner.
Ooh, I played the wrong thing. Here we go.
Tanner. You and Kit take me down. I got her.
There it is. Take a listen to that. Okay, I kind of want like a doom, da, doom, da, which is probably going to be, I'm probably going to get from my Godzilla heads. So I got that doom, doom, doom. Now I need something that's kind of like this snare that's doom, ticka, da, ticka. That's I love this sound, but it's a little too much. Also, so is that. It's sort of like metally. I'm gonna try that. Might be too much, but you know, whatever. Let's go on to, that was my Daiko set. Let's try. Get these toms going. Oh yeah, wrong octave. Try that out. Yeah, those Godzilla hits are super busy. It might be partly because it's long release, so I'm going to scoot this up to the short release so it's not like as long of a tail. Okay, I think quantizing them all. I think these are probably too much. I'm just going to mute them. I'm going to re-record this. I think all I need is that bump, 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 bump. So I'm going to do that. Arm my Godzilla hits. Here we go. Okay, I got a good start here. You can hear it's sounding a little sloppy, but the elements are there. So let's clean this up a little bit. I'm just going to get everything on the grid here. Let's see what the drums sound like on their own. Cool. Here we go. Add this. Nice. Let's quantize that for the beast. Okay, and then let's do. Oh. Nah, I'm thinking like. Right. Let's. I'm just gonna solo the video here. Bring that up. Let's.
Tanner. You can keep it down. I got it.
Okay. So let's now add this this whole like riff into there. The bump, ba-dum, bump, ba-dum. Start off. I just like starting off with the cello. Here we go. Nice. And then let's get basses. Oh, that's right. This one's not working. So, you're not really gonna get this slaps patch. It doesn't really have a sense of like what note is happening, but I just like the attack of it. So I'm gonna keep it. There, cool. And let's get violas in on this. I wonder if I can. So I'm keep some constant eighth notes. And I'm gonna move in parallel fifths, kind of like a power chord. Let's try it out. Like it, works for me. Let's get second violins in here. So I'm gonna do kind of the same thing, but this time I'm gonna just stick with the kind of doubling the cello. Say hello to the sirens driving outside. They know I'm working on a cop show. Let's get some synths in here. Maybe this is a good time for this one. Now, even though I'm doing a halftime groove. And this is definitely in like regular time. I'm wondering if something similar happened here with it. Unlearn. I don't want it. I don't want any automation in this. Let's see what happens with this regular time against the halftime. Well, you barely hear it, that's part of it. Let's bring that back up and turn up the volume a little bit. Okay, it's basically going to play throughout. So I'm just going to make that note very long. It's going to go all the way to the downbeat of 87 right there. What else? I like this sound. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to turn it down. It'll probably cut through. Let's try it out. Okay, it definitely doesn't cut through, so I'm going to listen back. I just went ahead and recorded all of the notes, and I'm going to listen back while turning up the volume to taste. And then at the very end, you got to do the horn rip up to that G. There we go. Let's do it. Yep. And let's get... I wonder if I can do that solo horn something. Something on that D minor. Let's try it out. Okay, I don't get it. Didn't hear that, so I'm gonna try it on the 6 French horns. Let's try it out. Okay. Awesome. I think, you know what? I think that's it. I think I got to the end. Let's take a look at what we just did from the solo horn of the chief through to the end. I'm gonna unmute the audio, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn up the actual movie dialogue to 0, to the level it was given to me at.
Tanner, you and Kit take me out. I got it.
Yeah, okay, so the one thing that I'm seeing is that I need a, I definitely need some sort of whoosh into that, the halftime feel at the end here, right? Because it just kind of comes out of nowhere. So let's go ahead, going back to my trusty rumps. I'm gonna do that. Record it first.
Tanner.
Then I'm going to render that audio, control click, render in place, render with current settings. It's probably going to create the 8 different tracks. That's fine. I'll be deleting them in a moment. And which one? Okay, this one's got my waveform. So drag that down to my rump renders, and I'm just going to delete all of these audio channels it just created. Okay, and now hit J, turn off the grid. Let's see if I can line this up with the downbeat of 79. Right there. And let's take a listen to all of that in context. Okay, I got one more trick up my sleeve to sort of get us into that. This is one that I have not done at all this cue, but it's really popular. It's the simple roll. Right, this is another east-west one. Basically, I can hit a note with the mod wheel. You know, at mod wheel at half, it's just a continuous rolling of the cymbal, and then when it raises the mod wheel, crescendo, and you let go, and that it's great for like movie trailers or like you get a really good swell. So like you release it right on the downbeat after a crescendo. It's a really great effect. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, you can see that these lines here being the mod wheel stuff. So let's do that from that chief theme or whatever. How stupid is it that I've given the chief a theme? All right, here we go.
Tanner, you and Kit take me down. I got it.
Okay, I'm happy with that. So that's it for the last beat here, the last part of my checklist. So now I'm gonna go on and just watch the whole thing and take any other little notes that stick out to me.